of the teams before. We talked about Dagon and Oracion before.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see something very similar from Zemmol and Eevey. I think they're going to have equal game plans.
Yeah, though I think Karen and Asuna enjoyers might have a small advantage considering they're a static team, but you know, someone as versatile as Zemmol would probably fit into any team. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. Zemmol already getting some pretty nice percent onto Dago. Pretty early on. Zemmol whiffing it, or getting blocked there. Nice Flame Breath is gonna catch a lot of damage onto Dago. Dago being off stage right now against a Mii Brawler on ledge might be pretty detrimental. However, does get out of it safely. Now Zemmol gets kinda comboed around. Nice suplex from Dago. Into the arrow, some nice extra damage. Now Zemmol has to survive this ledge trap against Oracion. Doesn't survive it, shield grabs at the wrong moment and gets F smashed for it.
Right. We'll see now because both of the anime enjoyers, let's just say that. I'm not going to say the full team name again. But both of the enjoyers just a very high percent right now. That could be disastrous when Bowser inevitably goes for a grab.
Yeah,
like
and young Eevey there landing the rubber onto Dago.
Or just a normal grab and throw. That's going to be very dangerous as well. Going off stage there and then the F air is going to do it.
Yes, and now Dago and Oracion getting a nice little combo together. Here Oracion trying to throw it onto Dago, Dago not being quite ready though, but being too preoccupied with young Eevey. And now Zemmol trying to get a combo started, however young Eevey not able to follow up. Oracion and Dago are doing a very good job at splitting the two of them apart. However, they can't seem to capitalize with a KO, just being not in sync enough.
Just about not able to hit it.
Yeah, just barely not able to, but they are still tacking on a lot of percent. Anything could spell a KO here, and they do actually get a KO.
Is gonna do it against young Eevey.
Yes, and now an edge guard against Zemmol might cause another kill on the board. However, Zemmol gets away with it safely. He's still living onto 166%, almost KOing Dago from mid stage with the up smash into back air. Now this is getting kind of dangerous for Dagobert. They have to get a KO onto Zemmol, otherwise that Rage Bowser is gonna spell disaster.
But it's proving to be very difficult there. Gonna get a hug, and that's it.
Yep, and that hug is gonna slam him into the blast zone. But Zemmol also gets KO'd by the back air from the Brawler. And now the anime enjoyers still have another stock to play with. As I'm saying that though, of course, it gets taken away.
Commentator's curse, baby.
Yes, of course. However, they still have a percentage advantage on the board. Young Eevey kind of being in KO percent already. One Frupper might just be able to do it at a nasty angle. Nice command grab to punish.
There.
And the Frupper almost kills Zemmol, barely not being close enough to the blast zone. That could have done it. Zemmol still tacking on a lot of percentage onto the anime enjoyers.
Very close, although for the percentages Zemmol was on. So that's going to be very difficult.
A nice Flame Breath to tack on some extra percentage. This is looking very even in terms of percentage. Though one hit on young Eevey might cause a KO. Barely falls out of the up air.
Against the suplex, able to take the up smash there and knock.
Oh, nice up smash from Oracion. Dago going forward in the ledge trap, however, Oracion not being there to cover for it. But the fair is going to be able to KO young Eevey, and now Zemmol has to make a 2v1 happen. Is at ledge though right now against two characters that are very strong at ledge trapping. Nice down tilt is gonna punish that weight. Ooh, Bowser actually falls out of that nair. And now Bowser can just, one stray hit might just be able to take it. Now Dago on the edge guard again. Gets side beat but falls out of the side beat because it gets interrupted by Oracion. And an F tilt on Oracion is gonna do it. And now,
this is so close.
This is very close right now. One forward air might do it, one neutral air could honestly even do it. The F-tilt barely doesn't hit, and now Dagobert is back on stage against Zemmol. Just needs one good hit to be able to close this out.
But the same goes for Zemmol. Zemmol is also one stray hit away.
Oh, but he gets the side B on the dash attack punish. He hugs him into the blast. So very nice comeback from Zemmol there. Taking out two stocks of the Karen and Asuna enjoyers.
That was insanely close, and you were cooking.
Yeah, I was cooking.
You were going off.
Yes, I was mixing. I was mixing words. Yeah, very close first game of the set. Do you think there's any adaptation mid-game that made any difference here? Or anything that really made a difference? Because I think the Karen and Asuna enjoyers were actually up pretty far at the start of the match. But then GOD made it a lot closer at the end and even closed out the game. What do you think really made the difference there?
I think that there was a lot more. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna be real honest. I can talk about it, but something.
That's fine. We're gonna see it regardless. We're seeing Town and City, not Ezreal's favorite stage, who is sitting here with us. Town and City on the stage. We're hearing a band Town and City here. Not sure whether I agree with this, but you know, I can see it. I can see why.
We're not supposed to be biased, okay?
I can have my opinion. Oh, nice Frupper is almost gonna KO Oracion at 70 already. Now Oracion gets out of that ledge situation by down smashing Zemmol. Now Zemmol is on ledge against Oracion, barely gets away, doesn't get hit by the neutral air.
The anime enjoyers now are split up, never mind.
And now they have to deal with trying to land against a Bowser and a enemy brawler.
Is moving so fast. These two teams are very fast, very action-packed, very aggressive in a way.
Very aggressive game. Though, honestly, I was expecting Zemmol to play more aggressively, but he's taking it pretty nice and slow. Just playing pretty carefully, getting a nice punish on the side B.
Shield to get hit into the up air is going to seal it for Oracion.
Even reacting on the drift there, Oracion sadly having to throw Dago off stage to be able to secure him. Pretty much the only thing he could have done to keep him safe. And now Dago gets grabbed. Barely dies. Barely dies to the side B.
Bowser hug.
But Bowser's gonna lose his stock for this as well to the Oracion board there. And Zemmol has some nice percentage to play with, and young Eevey still hanging on to his first stock. Gonna be able to create some kind of small lead maybe. They're trying everything to KO young Eevey and they do it.
Young Eevey and Zemmol, but it's not gonna do it, and it's gonna cost young Eevey his stock.
Oh, young Eevey almost getting a setup for the Frupper there, but barely doesn't manage to pull the trigger. Though now, I think Dagobert is at KO percentage for a down throw Frupper combo. So Eve's probably going to be looking for that. Doesn't seem to be able to get anything though. And now Zemmol is losing a lot of percent, getting comboed pretty hard. Oh, nice down air on young Eevey. Not going to be able to close out the stock there, but dealing some nice percent. And now Dago seems to be looking for an up tilt Frupper. Doesn't get anything though, gets knocked off stage. Does manage to recover, but now has to deal with a ledge ramp against young Eevey. Luckily Oracion is there to provide a little bit of space. And the flashing Mach Punch on Zemmol almost gonna KO. However, Oracion gets killed. Well, that stuff is happening. And Dago's actually gonna fall.
Moving so quick, and now we see here this advantage that the Gelderland boys had is being ran back.
We're seeing stock after stock being deleted. However, young Eevey still comfortably hanging on to his second stock of this match at 143%, still living against a team that has such prominent KO power.
And almost gets knocked out by his own teammate.
Yeah, and this is going to be so big for the match because they are just able to safely get some more percent. Bowser probably going to live long enough. However, young Eevey is going to fall to that forward throw from Oracion. Now, down throw from young Eevey.
A multi-hit from Bowser Fire is setting up a grab for young Eevey there, and they're able to get some type of lead out of that, although they lose it quickly.
And now Zemmol actually having both of the opponents in the corner, probably going to be able to do a lot of that with it, but gets grabbed by Oracion. And now Oracion having a lot of control, gets backed by Zemmol though. Now has to deal with getting back to mid stage. It gets thrown off stage by Zemmol.
Eevey splitting up the anime enjoyers here.
Yeah, a bit split up, they really can't do anything. Even though they're slightly ahead in percentage, they still can't seem to close out any KOs. They really have to KO Zemmol here, otherwise it's going to look very dire. However, Zemmol gets a side B.
Close out Dagobert's stock, and now it's just Oracion versus the world.
One backer might be able to grant a KO. Doesn't get KO'd yet, but now Oracion has to get out of ledge against Zemmol. Zemmol flame burst into the wrong direction, but it's not going to matter with that forward tilt.
And well, that seals the set here.
Yes. Is it a... It is a best of 3, right?
It is best of 3. We were still in semi-final.
Is it?
Is it?